Right, here we go. First round of the Valspar. Teeing off at noon. See how we go on.
.2K Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you this season-long race for the FedEx Cup. All right, it's time to get the balls in the air for the opening round coverage. Let's head out onto the course. I'm Luke Elvey alongside my great mate Rich Beam in the booth, and out on the course bringing you all the shots, all the colour, all the action are Henny Quack and John McCarthy. And Rich, it's all set up to be a thrilling day. Our featured player has a rivalry brewing with another player. We'll get into that soon enough, but first, take us through this course.
Anytime you name a golf course after a, lethal snake, you might be onto something at how difficult it might be. Yeah, again, it's in lovely Tampa, but this golf course, there's nothing friendly about it. It's so demanding, I think, off the tee, because you have tee shots that work one way, and then you also have the fairway that tilts the opposite way. It just sometimes doesn't make any sense, and it's hard to play this golf course if you're not driving it very well. But if you're chipping and putting it, then you really might like it. But it's fun, it's hard, but it's named after a dangerous snake. So I'm not going to say it's really fun. Would you? I would not.
Now to the first hole. As we alluded to in the intro, there does appear to be a bit of a rivalry that's taken shape. Henny, what seems to be happening from your perspective?
Hi Luke, yeah, I'm looking forward to following these two players in the group. Words have been exchanged between these two leading up to the event, and our featured player seems to really want to prove something out on the course today.
Thanks, Henny. That's good insight. That should certainly add a little extra spice to our coverage this week. Going with a 3-wood here.
That's definitely left of the green.
Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
Absolutely. Love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
John, have you got a read on this one?
It's looking like this one's going to break pretty hard to the right.
Yep, that works. Nicely done.
This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. Well, that's a nice way to start, writing a little red number down on the scorecard at the first.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
He finds himself in a share of 13th. Water is a feature here at the Copperhead course of Innisbrook Resort, Rich, and it comes into play at the second.
Downhill tee shot. You want to keep your tee shot out to the right as best you can to take out the trees that hug the left-hand side. Green sits well above the player's second shot. They won't see how close they hit it from the fairway.
Second shot on the second. Look at the line on this one. Get in the hole. That was special. 6 feet remaining to the cup.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
Ooh. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one.
Nice little par putt here.
Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par. Solid play finds that player moving up the leaderboard after that hole. Rich, it's a challenge, to say the very least, the third hole.
Yes, most players aren't going to take out driver as they just want to lay it back of the water that creeps out on the right-hand side. From there, it shortens up the second shot, believe it or not, to a green that pitches from right to left fairly severely. Your misses can't be out to the right with your second shot. That is a no-no.
Lovely effort, that. Second shot here on the third. Hoping for a bounce here, preferably to the left.
Wonderfully played, fought against the wind.
Oh, I love these momentum putts. Right on 10 feet. Let's go hole it. And he's down there. You got a read?
I've given it a good look. I see this one going left at the hole.
Looking good.
And that drops for a birdie. Currently a couple under for the round. The fourth hole, the first of the par threes on the property, and you've got to be dialed in on your number.
This is a challenging par 3, no doubt about it, Luke. This green pitches from right to left and from front to back, making it almost impossible to get it super close unless you have a perfect number into this par 3.
Going with the 7. And he's not hit the mark on that approach.
Oh, the wind wreaks havoc with another golf ball.
Beauty of a chip shot there.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
Oh, a lovely opportunity to save par here.
This is no gimme, guys. There's a lot of right to left here still.
In she goes. Let's head to the next. Now 5 strokes behind. Stretching out over 600 yards means the par 5 fifth is no snack.
It is. Luke, I rarely say that par 5s on the PGA Tour are challenging, but this is definitely one of them. It's an uphill tee shot and a second shot that is downhill, moving from right to left, that's completely blind for these players. There is a tree about 100 yards out, which is going to be something they aim at when they lay up. Third shot, though, is very basic, down the hill to a fairly flat green surrounded by some bunkers. More than likely, most players are going to have to lay it up on this par 5.
Second shot here on the 5th. Good shot there, Beamer. This now, his third shot.
The breeze is moving left to right up there.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. Always frustrated by missing a green.
Looking at the caddy, a bit too much club there.
Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. Beautiful shot. Oh, and up he goes, marching to the top of the leaderboard.
Great feel, great judge, great speed. Yeah, I like this.
As we check the standings, our leader has a two-stroke advantage. The tee shot also critical here at the par 4 6th at 455 yards.
This is probably the hardest fairway to hit on the PGA Tour, Luke. This fairway cambers from right to left at a pretty good clip, and unless you work your tee shot from left to right, a high soft shot, you're not going to find the fairway. This is almost impossible. The second shot will be from an awkward stance where the ball is above you or below you to a green that's perched a little bit above the players. Thankfully, though, it's a very flat green.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron.
And from the rough too. This is looking nice.
And that one has found its way onto the green. That's a good shot, but some work ahead still. And this putt to move into a tie for third place. Henny, what's he facing with this putt?
Yeah, guys, he's looking at around 17 feet.
Starting out to the left. Watch this one, though. It's going to come back.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
And that'll see him remain in the same spot on the leaderboard. Standing on the 7th tee, players get to breathe a sigh of relief having the 6th behind them.
You know, Luke, this is sneaky hard, to be fair. You don't need driver, and so you might get lulled to sleep a little bit by taking 3-wood out just for position. Any misses to the right or the left, and you'll be blocked out by some pretty gnarly trees. The green tilts from right to left ever so slightly, and watch out for those deep bunkers fronting this green. They'll grab your golf ball in a hurry.
Oh, that's a sweet-looking swing, that one. Sitting at -3. We need this one to bounce right. And he's safely on the green with that shot. This is what remains for third place on the leaderboard. John, what's the line on this putt?
This putt's going to go uphill, break left to right.
The start of this one out on a pretty good line. That's disappointing. And that should secure the par on this one. He's in a share of 5th position. Well, if you haven't felt snake bitten already, the 8th at 230 yards, Rich, will certainly get you.
Everybody loves a 230-yard par 3, don't we, Luke? They're just wonderful, wonderful designs, and I'm laughing because this is nearly impossible. This green is just a sliver up there. A high shot moving a little bit from left to right is an absolute must on this par 3.
Going with the 3-iron.
Pretty sure I can see Tony Finau taking mental notes after that stellar approach shot. This rivalry's heating up.
It's just about 3 feet away. What a disappointment. Just a short putt remaining here. And as we move to the next hole, our leader is ahead by a couple of shots. Ball striking continues to be the order of the day as the players arrive on the 9th tee, a par 4.
Yes, just thread those bunkers off the tee shot somehow with the driver. Second shot is going to be straight back up the hill. And once again, with the pin position over on the right-hand side, players will be unable to see where their golf ball pitches. This is a quality par 4. Eight days a week, that rhythm works.
And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Setting up this shot from about 120.
Oh, that's well played, and a chance for birdie here at the 9th. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day, and that will take him to 4 under. And just with 9 holes remaining, Rich, what do you think here is going to happen for this player?
Well, after 9, so far so good. It's great to see these two players stepping up, getting the best out of the games. It'll be interesting to see exactly who's going to be ahead at the end of the tournament.
Handy effort, that one. This is his 2nd shot. 3 strokes off the lead. Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance. A chance to move to 5 under par. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Setting up this putt 23 feet from the cup.
This one's heading on a pretty nice line, I feel. Gotta like the look of this one.
No, cannot.
And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Trailing by a few shots after that hole. Very few parts of the golf course make you feel comfortable, but chance of birdie at 11.
Finally, we have a birdie hole. Just avoid that bunker down the left-hand side. Find the right-hand side of the fairway. And you can go ahead and chase one up there. Even if you can't get it on the green in 2, that front bunker is not a bad leave. But beware, there are some trees over on the right-hand side that could block you out. Don't you think of it. No, don't. Stay there.
Second shot here on the 11th. That's a good-looking shot there. Another fine-looking strike, this one. It'll find the green.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar. Luke, the greens in regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
This putt coming up is for birdie. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
The only movement in this putt is by the hole, and it's to the right.
Just missing the birdie there. And that should secure the par on this one. That's a disappointing par in the end after such a terrific shot in. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Well, a birdie's also in your heart, standing on the 12th tee. A short par 4, Rich. Decisions to be made?
Just a long iron or a hybrid for this tee shot here, Luke. Second shot, you're coming in with some kind of short iron to a green that's protected by a deep bunker in the front.
Tee shot is looking good here. From about 130 yards here.
Downwind on this shot.
Yeah, that was a safe play. Trying to get to 5 under with this putt. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
It's 13 feet out. Unlucky for some.
Pace is always important. Get that speed right. Just a short putt remaining here. Now 3 strokes back after that hole. Lucky 13 for some. This par 3 plays 200 yards.
Luke, I've never seen a green in golf repel more golf balls than the 13th here at Innisbrook. It's like it's made out of Gore-Tex. Golf balls just don't stay on it. It is really one of the hardest shots at this Innisbrook golf course.
Good choice. Going with the 3-iron. Yeah, nicely played. 13 feet to the hole. And he's down there. You got a read?
Yeah, it's going to bank to the left-hand side, this one.
Not sure how that putt came up shy. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. The second of the back 9 par 5s, Rich 14. There's plenty to it.
Only the biggest hitters in the game can reach this one in 2, so any tee shot just out to the right is ideal. That way it leaves an easier shot out to the left for your layup. The third shot will be going downhill to a green that tilts from back to front, guarded by a deep bunker over on the left-hand side. If you find the fairway with your second shot, you've got a really good chance to hit your third in there close.
This one looks to be heading for the sanctuary of the fairway.
He has his eyes set on one place and one place only. It's the green.
That's not what he had hoped for, I'm pretty sure of that. Sitting at 4 under for the day. This would be a great up and down from this spot. Oh, I thought that one was going in. And that should secure the par on this one. He's in a share of third place. The long par 3 continues to be a feature here at the Copperhead course, and 15's no different.
It is. Thankfully, though, this is the flattest green, or one of the flattest greens on the golf course here. It's basically just a long iron down the hill to this flat green, but don't miss it left. That is no good.
Opting for the 3-iron here. Not a bad play, that one. This for second on the leaderboard. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
You know, it's tough to see, a tricky read, but it's uphill and a left-to-righter.
Yeah, that's a good line, that one. Oh, that's well judged. He had the right speed there. Easy 2-putt.
That will drive you bats.
Putting for par. Job done. Let's head to the next. Currently 4 under for the round. The 16th hole, right in the middle of the snake pit here at the Copperhead course. Par 4 measuring over 450 yards.
There's some trees over on the right-hand side that you want to take it just left of to find the center of the fairway. From there, you're going to go in with a mid-iron to a really small green. A high, soft shot is required to hold this green.
Nicely done. His second shot here.
Wind moving the golf ball left to right.
Well, that's great distance control. Pin high there. 5 feet coming up to the cup. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. As we head to the next, our leader is ahead by 2. The final hole of the snake pit, an uphill par 3. Again, 210 plus yards.
The final challenging par 3 on this golf course. Good news is, though, is the green funnels in from both the right and left edges. Most shots are going to end up right in the center of this green.
Seemed to lose the handle on that shot.
Lots of greens in regulation today for this player, but not so on this occasion. This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Ooh, that almost went down. This putt is of 9 feet.
The all-important par save here.
And this one will be for bogey. And that's a little disappointing, dropping some spots on the leaderboard. We've made our way to the final tee here of Innisbrook's a Copperhead course, and Rich, no real reprieve.
Not at all. Tee shots have to favor the right-hand side, staying short of those bunkers down the right. The bunkers on the left will see a lot of action, and good luck getting it on the green from there. This green is probably one of the nastiest on the golf course, as it's got a severe tilt from back to front and left to right as well. This is truly one of the best par 4 finishing holes on the PGA Tour.
Setting up here, looking at an elevated green. Yeah, not a bad shot, that one. A chance to move to 5 under par. Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
Well, looking like 22 feet to the hole from here, guys.
Wants to use that slope from the right to his advantage. That's very well judged. Inside the range.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
Just 3 feet to the cup. And finishing up with a par here today. So there you have it, another round in the books. Time to go sign the scorecard, Rich.
Great golf being played already. Can't wait to see the next round.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, and Rich Beam, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow.
All right, not bad. Points. Up another level on the clubhouse. Equipment up. Ooh. Rewards. Fitting VC. Oh, I'm a household name. Thanks for watching.